Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the December edition of Chamber Chat. And if you notice, Kathy, I'm Jan Burklow, Kathy Hendrickson, my co-host, and Suzanne is missing.
Yes, she's missing in action. I have no idea. Where is she?
Wherever she is, she's having a great time.
Well,
she's actually at a conference in Chattanooga, probably staying in a really nice hotel.
Yes.
Doing as little as possible. Well, that's never like her at all.
Eating? We know she's eating something.
Yes, true. So anyway, we're happy to fill in for her, and we have a great lineup today.
We do. A lot of things to talk about today.
The studio is full, guests galore, so bear with us. We are not experts, but we're ready to have a good time.
We're there.
Okay. Now, I want to do a quick overview and say some thank yous. We had the Chamber Prayer Breakfast recently, and let me tell you, if you didn't attend, you need to be sure to mark your calendar.
You missed out.
Next year, yes. The food was delicious. The atmosphere was wonderful. The prayers were just so moving.
Yes.
So many people. I mean, it was just a packed house. It was a wonderful morning and a great way to kick off the holiday season. And that's the purpose of the Chamber Prayer Breakfast, is to say a prayer over our community for the holidays in the coming year. And so it was great.
It was a wonderful time. And they, like I say, the inspirational speaker, the Boy Scout troop, 347 and its leaders, the Sheriff's Department helping set up and take down. That's a big help, let me tell you, when you don't have to move all those tables and chairs.
Yes, we appreciate those strong boys. We do.
We appreciate everyone.
And I want to thank our sponsors, or Suzanne will get me. A big thank you to the sponsors, Caney Fork Electric, DTC Communications, Sunbelt Real Estate, St. Thomas Health, and St. Thomas DeKalb Hospital. And it was just a great time, had not all.
It was. We appreciate everyone that came and participated, and everybody kind of waited on themselves at the end there. They got up and got their own drinks.
It was wonderful. We appreciate
that. They policed themselves. So
self-serve. We appreciate that.
Was.
And this is a fundraiser for the Chamber of Commerce, and this is one of the many ways that they raise their funding throughout the year. So it's a very important event for the Chamber as well. And just a shout out before we forget, our junior beta of DeKalb Middle School competed in the junior beta competition across the state, and they won first place for their rendition that they call Be the Change, and it was amazing. You can check that out on Facebook, and they did a wonderful job, and it was an anti-bullying campaign, so it had a really strong message, and they get to go to Disney World this upcoming summer in 2017. Ooh. So they're very excited about that.
Are they taking people with them?
Oh, I hope so. I'm volunteering.
Put us in our suitcase. I'll fit in there.
Yes, you would. I'm going to have a giant bag to fit me in.
Bend me over and put me in there. There we go.
Now, Kathy, let's welcome our new members because we do have a couple.
Yes, we have Arby's, which, we went to the ribbon cutting last week, and it was a full house waiting outside for their...
It's still a full house.
Yes.
I've not been there to eat. I went to the ribbon cutting, and every time I go, it is completely packed.
So that's a great thing, and they are at 276 South Congress Boulevard in Smithfield, and they officially opened on December the 1st, and like I say, we did have a ribbon cutting there, and people lined up around the building.
Oh, yes, and they were very generous. They gave away free meals for a year to 50 people.
And there was 50 plus, and they were there all night.
Oh, they
from
came
9:30 or 10 o'clock the night before. They were dedicated.
So if you showed up the next morning, you were just out of luck. You were not going to be one of those winners, but they were very gracious. We appreciate it. And we also had Absolute Kubota, and that's 1325 West Main Street in Lebanon. They are a full-service dealer for Kubota tractors and mowers, and also they have Exmark mowers and equipment. If you want more information on their business, you can call Matt Bryson at 615-449-6171 or check out their website, absolutekubota.com. And for those of you who are interested or have intended to become a chamber member for previous years and just haven't for whatever reason, or this year your business is flourishing and you just want to be able to give back and gain the benefits from chamber membership, that's $135 for an annual membership, and you can contact the chamber at 597-4163 anytime.
Yes, and our first guest today is Miss Jennifer Anderson, and she's going to be talking about the free GED program.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for having me. Previously known as GED, we now are referring to that as the High School Equivalency program. And we are offering free classes here in Smithville on Mondays and Thursday afternoons, and also Friday mornings.
That's great.
Now, what do you need to do to participate for those that are interested?
To participate, you need to first call and get on, sign up to register, and then once you sign up, you will take like an intake test to kind of see where your level is, and then we will go from there.
Where do they sign up, and what is the information on that?
Okay, to sign up, first of all, you'll need to call 855-516-0160, and you will you can talk to Miss Carol, and she'll get you signed up, and from there she'll set an appointment, and we'll get you started.
And where?
Oh, where the classes are in the DeKalb County Complex, and you go through the Montlow Community Center, the double doors there. Yes.
In the classroom or in the UT Extension?
And you go to the very end of the hall, and on the left is our classroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, is there an age cap? You know,
there is not a cap. There is you need to be 18 to enroll in our program, but there is not a cap. We had someone that was 84 years old in the state of Tennessee graduate last year.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
So you are never too old to graduate. That's
right.
Wonderful.
That's right.
That's great.
That's right.
I love it. I love it. Now, what are the benefits of this? I mean, for people who are on the fence and they go, I just really don't want to go to the trouble,
Oh my, the benefits. Well, they're unlimited actually, but with this, you can of course go on to get your secondary education, a trade school. Statistics are showing that when you graduate, you get a $10,000. There's a difference of $10,000 in your income per year just by receiving your high school equivalency diploma.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes,
wonderful.
yes.
Thank you
Such
so
a
much.
wonderful service.
This is a wonderful service and very conveniently located. So for those of you who would like more information, give us that phone number one more time.
855-516-0160. It is an 800 number, but it takes you to a local person. So
Great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And have a Merry Christmas.
You
if I don't
too.
see
Thank you for
before
having
then.
me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Lon.
Okay, now I want to remind everyone, and we've said this on the show, I think for a couple of months now, the DeKalb County Foster Children's Fund, Annette Greek at Webb's Pharmacy,
Yes.
as you know, this
She's been
is
doing this
her
many years.
puppy. I mean, this is her program, and she is passionate about it. And this year, approximately 60 children have been removed from DeKalb County, and they will have little to no Christmas without our help. This is very, very important, and you can contact Annette if you'd like to help with this. She's accepting any level of monetary donations. You can also help out in other ways. You can contact her at 615-597-4186, and once again, that's the number for Webb's Pharmacy and Gifts, and Annette Greek is in charge of that. So it's our last little opportunity here to be able to give back before the holidays are right upon us.
And we need to count our blessings that our children, are blessed. Maybe they don't realize it, but they are.
Well, and the fact if they don't realize it, that's a blessing in itself.
It is.
And
we appreciate it.
Yes.
Everything
and
that does.
I know this year, my boys, I asked if they wanted to help someone that we knew about. There were a couple of boys that were in need and were having health issues, and they volunteered to give up some of their Christmas presents to help, and they have been more excited about that, and that makes me very proud, because I really didn't know how they would feel when you start to say, I'm going to take away some of your Christmas presents and give to someone else, and they're like, well, could we give them this? Could I give them one more? And it feels good, and as an adult, we know it feels good.
It's better to give
back.
than receive, and once you give that first gift and you see, the joy that brings to someone else, that just kind of opens the door for you.
It's wonderful. Now, speaking of Webb's Pharmacy and Gifts, we want to remind everyone to shop local, and we had our Shop Local Saturday recently, and Kathy, I proudly say that I have been doing my part.
Did you shop locally?
I did, and I even went to the Christmas Bazaar that was sponsored by the Smithville Review. Now, I went to the ATM and I got out $60, and I thought, I'm going to the bazaar.
Oh no, that's not enough.
$60 is going to be fine. Well, I got there and I made it to the first booth. My $60 was gone. Then I had to say, okay, so you guys take, oh my goodness, I'm just killing the microphone. Sorry, Dwayne. do you take debit cards? Well, yes, we do. So, Kathy, before it was over, I thought I was going to have to pull out the credit card.
Oh, no.
I mean, I shopped local, and my car was full, and I got so many great gifts right here in our community. And it's a wonderful way to be able to support local businesses and keep us thriving and keep our tax dollars here. And it's just a win-win-win.
Give back
And
to the
fun was
community.
had by all.
Yes, and you benefited from it.
I did.
And they did too.
Okay, now I'm going to let you start with our next guest. I'm
Okay.
very excited.
We have two wonderful ladies here this morning from the Purple Porch, Gwen DeWitt and Katie Glassberg. And so, ladies, let us know what's going on.
Good
at the Purple Porch.
morning.
Good morning to you.
Ladies, thanks for having us. We'd love to have you.
Now you've got a lot going on here, and you're doing some things that are helping others to give back. Tell us a little bit about what's happening for the holidays.
Sounds like
at
they're
the Purple
partnering
Porch.
with someone.
Yes.
Yes, we're partnering with Cash Express for the coat drive, and we have a big box in our store, and we'd like everybody to just come in and fill that box up, overfill it. We don't have a lot of coats in there right now. We need a lot more, so bring them by.
It's getting cold.
Now, is this for coats for children, coats for adults, or it does not matter?
It's
for
coats for any age, adults and children. We're also accepting non-perishable food, canned goods, things like that. Also toys, and either new toys or used toys that are in very good and usable condition.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So,
That's wonderful.
get
Now,
some toys
when
out
is
there.
our deadline for this? If people want to come out and participate, and you know, I'm going to go through my closet, so I want to know when's I'm a procrastinator. When's the last second I can get to you guys?
The 15th.
On the 15th. Okay, so it's coming up very, very quick. So you need to go ahead and clear out those closets and look for some coats.
Some things that people-
And you can go out and purchase coats as well. And we did that for the coat drive last year.
Yes, new ones or used ones in good condition.
So what else do you have going on?
Shoes also, that I guess they have a need for shoes, but they have to be the washable kind.
Okay.
Tennis shoes.
Sure.
Something like that. Yes.
Sports shoes. So.
Let's see, what else have we got going on? We have, well, for one thing, we have partnered with American Express this year. And from now until December 31st, if you use your American Express in our store, you get double points.
And that's a big deal. That's a really big deal for those of us that look for opportunities to get double and triple points on
Oh,
our
yeah.
cards. Now, if we come to your store, what are we going to expect to find, girls?
All kinds of things.
Lots of stuff.
So there's a lot of stuff there.
And whether you need to come in and just spend the day.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We won't take all day.
Because it takes me a long time to make up my mind on things. I have to look and
Well, we have a wide variety of Christmas decor, and I mean, we like to pull off the glitz on the Christmas decor, so we have quite a bit of that going on. We have a new farmhouse section in the store.
It's very popular right now.
Wonderful,
The farmhouse
yes.
look.
You know, it has that Joanna Gaines look, so everybody's really up into that, and you know, we get new merchandise in just about weekly.
Okay,
if
so
you didn't
just
see it-
because you've come once, don't think you've seen it all.
No.
Oh, no, not at all.
One-
Oh, we have
Wonderful.
ladies that come in every week. They come in for their fix, and and they make their rounds, you know, to make sure that they're seeing everything there. So, and we change it up. You never know what you're going to find when you come in.
Wonderful. Now, where is the Purple Porch located?
It's at 678 North Congress. It is in the old 911 dispatch building. I think most people in town know where that is, but
And what are
if
your-
you're not local, it is 678 North Congress Boulevard, which is also known as Cookville Highway.
Yes, right off Cookville Highway.
it is. Just, and what is the store hours?
We are open right now for holiday hours. We're a little extended. We're open on Mondays through Thursday from 10 to 6, and Friday nights and Saturday nights we're open from 10 to 8. We have
Oh.
extended hours for shopping for the holidays.
Excellent. Thank you so
And
much.
one of the things we want you to know is when you buy something with us, it is gift bagged and ready to go under the tree when you leave.
Now, let me tell you, I love everything about that.
That is.
We gift bag every purchase.
Oh, that's
so it looks pretty.
wonderful.
We make it look pretty for you. It's ready to give right then.
Well, there you go.
That takes it off of you. Then.
I
Just
love it.
go
I
in and
love
shop
it. Thank
and-
you so
Thank you.
much. It was
You're
a
welcome.
pleasure.
Well, thank
And
you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, Kathy, we are rocking and rolling.
We are.
Who's up next?
We have Well, I think we're going to have Mr. Mark over here, so let's get
Come on over, we're playing musical chairs. All right.
I think from Edgar Evans State Park, we have Mr. Mark Taylor here, and what is going on over there?
Always something.
I'm Justin.
Oh, Justin, I'm sorry, Justin. Well,
I thought I was losing my mind. I was like,
I'm looking.
This is Justin,
This
but
is
I have
Justin.
lost my mind.
Yeah, I know. See, Suzanne,
We're depending on our notes here today, but I got to give you credit. I got the text message.
I didn't.
Yes, that he was coming, so she
Well,
must love me more.
Shame on me.
I know. Well,
It's
that's what you
okay.
get for
I'm sorry.
beating me at the Kilgore's game
I know.
today.
Well,
we kinda
somebody
all
had
look
to
the
feel-
same when you get in green anyway.
That's a
Well,
good point.
that is.
It's kind of like a
Okay.
police officer. You know, you see the uniform and you
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
you're just kind of.
Well, thanks for having us anyways.
Well, thank you for coming, Justin.
See, look, you just got a lot of press out of that. We've said your name like 4 or 5
Yeah,
times.
I know,
So
y'all have practically made me famous
That's
now.
There
true,
you go.
that's
You'll be
true.
signing autographs before this is over.
What we got going on at Edgar Evans this year, we have the New Year's Day hike, which will be coming up New Year's Day. So it'll be January 1st. That's our next big event. We just got done with a new event this year, which was lighting of the tower.
Oh.
how did that go?
It went very well. We had about 80 people. We had some bluegrass. We had old-timey music stuff.
Now, who was in charge of putting the lights on the tower? Was that you?
No, that was Brad Halfaker.
That's a tall
Oh, Brad.
tower.
It is. It's about 60 feet. We wrapped lights all the way around it, like
Whoa.
around the top.
Better
put
him
some
than me.
big Christmas
Oh, it had to
trees.
be beautiful.
Yeah.
It is very pretty. You can still see that. We're going to leave it lit all through
Oh, wonderful.
December.
So you can drive by and
You
see
can
that.
drive by and check it out. Anytime the office closes at 4, but you can still drive by and check it out. We do have a winter promotion.
Oh, let's hear it.
And I'll have to look it up because my mind forgets some of these times.
So you forgive me for my little poop.
That's
forget.
true.
There you go.
December 1st through February 28th, we will be offering 50% off our cabins.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
When you call and make a reservation, and that'll be from Sunday through Thursday only, with a minimum of 2 nights stay.
Wonderful.
So-
You know, what my family did this one year. We rented the cabin and we all had our Christmas get together and we spent the night in the cabin. We had so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun, except that my uncle snored. Other than that, it was a lovely evening. We it was just an adventure, and the kids just really had a great time.
Isn't that
So-
one of the best
yeah,
things about
and I
Christmas?
wish
So you
I
have
wish
family, even,
Yeah,
even though they snore.
yes,
That's
even
right.
the ones that snore.
Put him out on the deck.
But you
should've thought
can
of
do
that.
that. You can call the park office. Now, when you call, you have to mention the winter promotion. But you can call us at 931-858-2114 or 931-858-2115. Just make sure that you mention the winter promotion to be able to get it.
Okay, and that gives you your half off December 1st through the 28th.
Through February 28th.
Oh, February 28th.
Wow,
Oh,
even
my
longer.
goodness.
And just remember, it's for Sunday through Thursday only. So you can come stay the weekend.
Sure.
And then stay through that, or stay Sunday through, but you'll have to pay full price for like Friday and Saturday.
Absolutely.
But you still get that Sunday through Thursday at half off.
Oh, I love it.
I believe that it'll make it somewhere around $40.
That's a deal. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a deal, and you get the benefit of all the scenery. I mean, it's just natural beauty everywhere. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
come
wonderful.
check it out. And this is a great time to hike because the weather's cooler. So it's,
Yes,
it's an afternoon.
it's harder to hike when it's burning hot out.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. So it's right now the leaves are off. It's very pretty down there right now.
Now, talk to us about the New Year's Day hike. How long of a hike is that for people that maybe are novice as hikers?
What we've normally done in the past is the New Year's Day hike. It'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll be doing the Highland Rim Trail or the Merritt Ridge. It'll start then, and it'll be about 2 miles, so it could take 2 hours.
Sure.
It's a moderately strenuous trail, but if you're looking for something a little bit more strenuous, you can continue on and do the rest of the trails.
Oh.
And then after we come back, when we get done with that, we're going to come back, and about 12 o'clock, we're going to have lunch.
Oh, that's nice. So
that'll be at
you
the
pre-burn
shelters.
off all your calories, and then you come back and they feed you.
And gain it back again.
Yep,
So you just kind of neutralize the whole situation.
It
exactly.
balances out.
It all
love it. I
balances
love
Plus,
out.
it fits in with healthy DeKalb
I'm all
too.
for it.
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
for it. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank
Merry
you.
Thanks,
Christmas.
You too.
Justin.
Y'all have a, y'all
Merry
have a good
Christmas.
day.
She'll never forget your name again, Justin. Okay, now next, I'm making sure because we're kind of we were out of order here. So we do have the charming Connie Thompson today, and we're going to talk about. And I'm excited about this because I'm actually going the Center Hill Light Fest. And I had a friend just this morning shoot me a text message, so I was glad you were coming today. And she said, I tell you what, that $10 per car is worth every penny. You've got to go. And I was already planning on going, but I'm glad to know, firsthand that and she goes, it's amazing. You will not regret it. She said, it is the most beautiful thing ever right here. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, so this is our first time to host the Center Hill Lake Light Fest, and we're excited we had different businesses that came together and helped sponsor some cabins and guest houses and decorated that, and we filled in some gaps, and we're inviting everyone to come for this fundraising event and come drive through our beautiful campus with various lights from the boat dock, trees, cabins, guest houses, and just kind of have this winter wonderland effect right here on Center Hill Lake, something that's new to the area.
So for people who don't know where to go, where are they going for this Light Fest?
We're hosting at the retreat at Center Hill Lake. We're at 358 Relax Drive on the Cookville Highway, right before you get to the bridge. And it's going to be a beautiful time. We're going to have hot chocolate. So if you like some hot chocolate on the weekends, we're going to have a little s'more station. So you can pull over, get out, cook a few s'mores if you want to, and then get back in your car and finish the driving around campus.
Kyle, this kind of reminds me, this will show how old I am, but when I was a kid, and you went to the drive-in and you crammed as many people in your car as you could, because once upon a time, there were certain drive-ins that were per car.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you're going to see people just crammed in that car like sardines.
That's great.
So anyway, but yes, I cannot wait. And thank you for doing this
because we're excited.
It makes the holidays even more special and some great things to do with your family.
So many. And when is this?
So we start tomorrow night. We'll be opening up for our first time, and we'll run until the 30th at the end of the month. But Christmas Eve and Christmas, we won't be there. We'll be celebrating time with our family and holidays. But then after that, we'll be picking back up there again. So it's Thursdays through Sundays from 5 to 9. And I mean, here the sun's going down around 4:30, so it's already dark.
Early and earlier, yes.
Come in right before dinner and see the lights, so you can enjoy that. You can follow us on Facebook to find out what's going on at the Retreat Center and more about the Light Fest, or at CenterHillLakeLightFest.com. We have a website to see some more things and to get a few pictures of the lights before you get to come down.
Sounds beautiful.
That's
We're
wonderful.
excited about it. So we just invite everybody to come out and enjoy the lights and be part of it and help us help those young men we'll be working with at the Retreat Center.
Well, and that's always nice to give back for a good cause.
Sounds like a win-win for everyone.
$10 is a bargain.
It is. All right. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it. Merry
Kyle.
Christmas.
Thank you. It's to you as well.
Okay, now we have Susan Wright, and this is the DeKalb County Animal Coalition. Now, you've got some updates on the progress of the building.
I do. The building actually is almost completed.
I saw it.
wonderful.
It has a roof. The shingles are being installed, and they're actually working on the interior. There's a dogs, 20 areas for the dogs, 150 square feet for the cats.
Wow.
The dogs areas are actually a 5 by 5 square foot, and they have an outside run of 5 by 10 feet.
Now tell us, in comparison to other places, I mean, that's more space. That's a generous amount of space.
It is a very generous amount of space. We care for our animals, so we wanted to make sure they were in comfort. Therefore, the shelters for stray, abandoned, abused animals. We're going to have volunteers to run the facility as well as a full-time city employee. It's on a 4-acre parcel land right in back of Tenco off Sparta Highway. Mm-hmm. And one of our fundraisers is a Buy a Brick program. The bricks will be laid from the street to the front door. The bricks are 4 by 8 inches. They can accommodate up to 84 characters. You could dedicate it to a friend, a family member, a pet. You could put a favorite quote, a Bible quote on it if you'd like. The other size is a larger brick. It's an 8 by 8 inch brick. That's $70. And like I said, they'll be laid from the walkway from the road to the front door of the animal shelter.
Oh, and that's wonderful. That's serving a dual purpose for
It
you.
is, yeah.
And for those of us that are interested in purchasing a brick, how do we go about that?
We have a benefit store at 110 West Walnut Street in Smithville. The hours are Thursday from 10 to 2, Friday 10 to 4, and Saturday 10 to 2. It's a resale store. All the items in there have been donated by the generous public, and the forms for the Buy a Brick are in that store. They're also at the Justin Potter Library, the DeKalb Community Center, Sarah Cripp's office, Liberty Bank, and the DeKalb Animal Clinic, and Happy Tales.
Now, this is a great time to give back, and I've donated to the coalition. What type of items for our listening and viewing audience, what type of items do you accept?
We accept everything, actually. We have household items. Right now we have a bike. We have a lot of music, records. People actually want the VHS tapes, not VHS, the 8-track tapes now.
Oh yeah, everything's coming back.
It's true.
What's old is new again.
Oh, it's coming around again. Mostly household items, a lot of furniture. People come in for furniture all the time, so we could use that. But the store is quite large, so we have accommodations to accept a lot of donations. And actually, we get donations every single day that we're open. Someone is there saying,
wow.
"Can I donate?"
Wow.
And
Well, that's great.
They donate. I also write an article for the Smithville Review called DeKalb Animal Happenings, and if you want updates, it's a weekly article in the newspaper. And we have a website called DeKalbAnimalCoalition.org.
So we can contact you through those venues. Do you have a phone number that you can be reached?
No, there's a
Smart woman. Smart woman. I'm just going to say.
no. There's a post office box 354 in Smithville. You could send donations to that, or if you have the order form for the Buy a Bricks, you could send it to that post office box. And also encouraging people that have stories about their favorite pets to send them into the newspaper, and in care of myself, and I'll write up an article about your pet.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. We appreciate what you're doing to keep these animals safe and cared for. And
give them a home. Yes.
This is a beautiful ministry. And do you have any volunteer opportunities in the upcoming future?
Yeah, absolutely. We encourage people to come in to volunteer at the store. They don't have to call, they don't have to schedule an appointment, or if you need to do some community service, come into the store. I'll sign the paper for you. You could volunteer 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, or the 6 hours we're open. And it's mostly organizing and decorating the store and anything that we can find for you to do.
Well, and for our Tennessee Promise
That is.
participants,
I'm just gonna say
I know they're always looking for creative ways to be able to use their time
Hey, they're
for
8
community
hours.
service.
Yes.
So yes, that 8 hours can be well spent here for sure.
And I'll also take names and telephone numbers if you want to volunteer at the shelter when it's open.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That'd be a great place for the Tennessee Promise
Wonderful.
kids to
Thank you
give
so
back.
much for what
Thank
you're
you.
doing, and we
having me.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
And one of our favorite crafty people,
Oh,
Miss
yay.
Claudia Lee, is here this morning.
Our annual drawing is very exciting.
Oh, tell us all about it, Claudia. I'm
Well,
ready.
This is for the Off the Beaten Path studio tour. We just had the best tour we have ever had. We had people that came from California and Florida and Wyoming.
Wow.
They came for the tour. That's the amazing part.
Wow, they come year after year, I guess.
They come, some of them are new, and some of them knew about it, and they had friends in the area, and they planned to visit their friends at that time so they could do the tour. So I think we don't really appreciate the scope after 17 years.
Oh my goodness.
The word gets out there.
That was exciting. So every year, one of our artists generously donates a piece of their work for a drawing. And people go around to the studios on the tour. They can see pictures of it, and they can fill out a little slip and take their chance of getting it pulled today.
Yes, I've done that. It's very
know,
exciting,
it
and
is.
you're
The
always
possibilities.
You're giving away something fabulous.
Absolutely. The artists have been so generous, and this year is no different. This year, for those who visited Kathy Reed's Beads, which is a wonderful place, Kathy and her husband Brian are both jewelers. They do different work
They do beautiful pieces. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
absolutely do. And this year, Brian donated one of his silver chainmail necklaces and earring sets.
Wow.
And he makes each link by hand. I mean, they're amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
So they're getting something unique, one of a kind.
Very unique
Yeah.
and very beautiful and totally handmade and local. So
Yes.
it's all good.
We like local.
So we have all the little slips in this lovely bag.
Oh, here we go.
And you guys need to dig in there.
Oh, Kathy, you do it. I can't do it.
I don't know. Let me just.
All the way in there and
I'm gonna just
grab somebody.
Now explain to our listening audience how many names are in this bag.
Oh, my gosh. Several.
It's a huge
I don't know how many.
number.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, and I have to read this. Oh, J.R. Weinberg. And I don't know where this person is from. They didn't fill that part out, but there is a phone number.
We have a phone number.
Yay.
So we will be calling them. I will be giving this to Brian.
Congratulations.
It's a beautiful
So
gift.
that is awesome. And check back at the tour next year because there will be something new and wonderful there for somebody to win again. It'll be our 18th year.
Well, and Claudia, as you know, the Off the Beaten Path Studio Tour is one of those things. It's very, very unique. And it's not like every state has one, every county has it. It is a very rare opportunity
Right.
where these artists are literally opening their studios, opening their homes, and you can go in and see their process, ask questions. They do demonstrations. You can purchase things. I'm a sucker for the blown glass ornaments.
Oh, isn't it wonderful?
I just love them. And so I have a whole collection. And that's actually what I wind up, I go and I see. But, the chairs this year, really, it was hard for me because I was like, and I've already started making plans because I was like, I couldn't afford the 3 I wanted. I could have, had the 1, but I really needed 3. And so I'm like, I'm gonna have to save up for that. So the impact it made, I was like, okay, I see my future. I'm saving up for 3 of those.
You're going to have a chair jar.
Oh my God!
Put
Yes,
your change in
I'm
there.
gonna-
That's a great idea.
Put your
actually.
change in there.
Yes.
You'll be
That's not
surprised how much
That's
change you can
true.
put in a jar in
That's
a year.
very, very true. So it is a wonderful opportunity, and we look forward to everyone participating. You said next year it's going to be your
Our 18th year.
18th
Our 18th year. So we're already starting to plan. I mean, as soon as the one is over, we start working on the next one.
We're so fortunate to have so many talented and
It's
crafty
amazing.
people in this county because
really are.
such beautiful work and people
Yeah.
coming from all around just to see what we have here.
A lot of award-winning
Yes.
artists in this area.
Now, speaking of award-winning artists, Claudia, for people who don't know you, tell us what your particular skill set is.
I'm a hand paper maker. I have a Liberty Paper, and it's a studio and small mill where I have a studio assistant, and we work full-time making paper for our own artwork and also for other people, for bookbinders, for printmakers, anybody that likes really nice paper.
And it is beautiful.
And you can't really describe what this paper looks like, but it's a piece of art. I mean, it just is.
Yes, that's why people are welcome to come and see what that looks like, because it could mean almost anything. You could make big sculptures with paper.
Well, and I bought one of your little mini journals that you had made a while back, and I refused to write in it.
Oh, you have to write in it.
I can't do it, and I keep
Completes
telling
the
myself,
process.
"Come on,
It's too pretty.
It is too pretty," and I
it's so
just
fun
have
to
it
write
sitting on my little antique table, but I will not write in it, and I've had it for like 2 years.
Oh no!
Maybe
So that's how beautiful this paper is. It's not worthy of me
Appreciate
writing
that.
on it.
Oh my goodness! I don't
you have to have
believe
really
that.
pretty handwriting. I don't. So there you
Thank
go.
you.
Sorry, it's not going to happen. I just can't do it. So we appreciate
Yes,
you,
we do.
Claudia.
My
You are
pleasure,
very talented.
and thank you.
Well, thank you, Claudia.
Alrighty.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Now we have a few announcements of things that are coming up. The Alexandria Christmas Parade,
Yes.
Sunday, December 11th, and then you have, of course, news from Justin Potter Library.
Yes, I do. Let me get my little paper right
Okay,
here.
she's getting
Yes.
ready. She's
I
getting
am
ready.
getting ready here. The first thing I want to talk about is our art classes.
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
Helen Sessick has been doing art classes for us for the last few years, and in fact, there's one today. It's 10 o'clock, and it's from 10 to noon, I think, or 11:30. It's the watercolor practice, and it's a wonderful, wonderful class. She's been having those, and people have been having so much fun. You came to one of the classes we
I
were
came
having.
to my first
Yes.
last week. I came to my first class, and formerly, many moons ago, I was an illustrator,
and a wonderful one at that.
and well, thank you. But I had only dabbled in watercolor, and so I came in with really no real knowledge of the workings of watercolor on watercolor paper. Helen's not only a wonderful teacher, she's a patient teacher, and I had so much fun. And so I'm gonna. This is my regular go-to thing.
So that's at 10
was
this
wonderful.
morning, and then she has an art journaling from noon till 3 this afternoon, and then the Zentangle on Wednesday, December the 14th, the Zentangle class, which is pretty doodling, as I call it.
Pretty doodling.
And it is from 10 until 11:30, and all of these classes are in the county complex and the art room. And then the same day on the 14th, she'll be having family school arts and crafts, and that's for homeschoolers or anyone that wants to come to that, children. 12:30 to 2. And then on the 21st, another watercolor class, and that's from 10 until noon. In the art room. And then the 28th at 10 o'clock until noon will be another watercolor class. And then she has the art journal at 3 o'clock. And all of these, like I say, you need to call the library and reserve your seat because it is limited space.
Tell us how much it costs,
And
Kathy. Here's the real kicker.
It is free.
It is free.
It is free. Helen furnishes some items, but the library furnishes a lot of the items that she needs for the class. So we help sponsor this, and we had such a wonderful turnout for it. And people have so much fun. The kids are having fun.
It's a fun group of people that come out.
And so many talented people, they think, oh, I can't do this. And when they sit down, they see that they have some talent. So it's really great, and we really appreciate Helen Sefcik. She is such a wonderful talent, and she has such beautiful art. She can do anything.
She is very talented and a good-hearted person to volunteer for our community.
Yes.
And if you've ever purchased art supplies, you know they are not cheap.
No.
So the fact that she is donating those supplies as well, that all adds up. And we appreciate Helen for what she's doing, and we appreciate the library sponsoring this program.
We do, and we just love giving back to the community as does Helen. And so if you want to reserve a seat, call the library at 615-597-4359 and reserve your seat. And like I say, today's class is at 10 o'clock, so you might want to come by for that. Also, we are going to have a Christmas program in conjunction with Christmas on the Square on the 15th, and it's called Christmas at the Library. Our entertainment is provided by, and I don't know if it's going to be Justin or Mark or Brad, but some of the rangers from Edgar Evans State Park will be bringing their animal friends with them.
Yes, so I'm not showing up because I'm afraid of snakes, and I've already met Maisie the snake.
So we may be snakes. We really don't know, but that will be at 6 o'clock on December the 15th. That's on Thursday.
The children are going to love it.
Yes, and then afterward we will have a special visit from Santa. So everyone bring their cameras, and they can take pictures, or their cell phones, and they can take pictures with Santa with their children.
This is a wonderful free opportunity for those of you, because pictures with Santa are very expensive, and this is another service that the library offers for free for you, and Santa is happy to do it as well. Yes. Santa's such a good guy.
He is. And then I did want to announce, too, that the holiday hours for the library will be for both libraries, Alexandra and Justin Potter. We will be closed from December the 22nd through the 26th. So we will open back up on the 27th. And you can also check any time that we're closed or any of our activities or events that's going on at our website at DeKalbLibraries.net.
Fabulous. Now, speaking of Christmas on the Square, I'm going to fill you in on a few details that you can expect when you get there. Thursday, December 15th is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in downtown Smithville. The courthouse is going to have refreshments.
It will.
All the county officials pitch in, and it's delicious. The cookies are wonderful. The punch is great.
Great food, great
There's going to be the photo booth sponsored by the city of Smithville, and this is a lot of fun for those of you who have never done it. And once again, a free opportunity. Special holiday music by the community chorus, Boy Scout Troop 347. They're going to have a flag raising ceremony, and this is always beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So beautiful.
And the weather's going to be beautiful, and it's going to cooperate.
Oh, absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. We have spoken. And then, of course, all the great things going on at Justin Potter Library. The Board of Education this year is going to be giving away free books and hot chocolate in front of the Board of Education building on the south side of the public square. And of course, there's great Christmas shopping downtown. Do all your last minute Christmas shopping. And then there's the official tree lighting ceremony. Thank you to the city of Smithville for the beautiful outdoor Christmas trees displayed on the east and west sides of the courthouse. And this is a wonderful thing. And especially, I would like to note, I will not be the official lighter of the trees this year.
Is there a reason for that, Shan?
You know, Kathy, the first year we did it, they said, hey, Shan, will you plug it in? You know, there was no button. So this was just an old-fashioned,
kind of like a Chevy Chase type thing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Except without the drama of the excitement of it finally lighting up. I plugged it in, and it was not plugged in strong enough in the original outlet, and so it would not light up. And then we wiggled it, and it caught after we'd already counted down from 10. It was more like all the way to 1, 0, burk, nothing. Well, then you know what they did the next year? They asked me to do it again.
Well, you got to get it right.
Yeah, well, I really wasn't on it as sharp as I wanted to be, but I did redeem myself enough that I could walk away. So I've retired from my tree lighting ceremony.
Once you get it right, pass it on to someone else.
I'm done. So I don't know who's in charge, but someone better than me.
Not me.
That's all we need to know. Okay, now we've got a few other things. Tell us if we want to get some ribs or Boston butts from the West School Bulldogs baseball team. What do we need
West
to do,
School Bulldogs
Kathy?
baseball team. They are selling Boston butts for $25 and the ribs for $15. Available on December the 17th. And for more information, call Tony Cross at
931. We have a typo.
Yeah, 931-287-8427 or Tad Webb at 615-464-5011. That sounds great.
I know. I purchased one last year. They were delicious.
Yes.
And you didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just stuck it in
make
the oven.
sandwiches. You can put stuff with it. You can make barbecue.
It was wonderful. And we had so much. It fed us for like 3 days.
It sounds great.
Now, the DeKalb Softball Booster Club, speaking of sports, they have a buy a brick program for players, alumni, for your personal dedication, and businesses. Bricks will be displayed on the new dugout at the Danny Bond softball field. So this is going to be really nice and permanent. It's posterity. For more information, you can call Gerald Bailiff at 615-464-7079. And once again, that supports DeKalb Softball Boosters.
Right. And now, Shan, what is going on at St. Thomas?
Well, you know, I am very excited about what St. Thomas has rolling out for the holidays. We are doing a lot of community engagement, a lot of things that are helping our schools, helping our community, giving back. And one thing that's been very personal to me, not only the fact that we have our 3D mammo now, is I had a story where a lady came in to our radiology department to get her mammogram, and she had always done the 2D, so that's what she did. And the doctor saw something potentially suspicious. He said, you know, it looks clean, but I just feel a little uneasy. Would you be willing to do the 3D? Well, you know, the lady thought about it, and she's like, well, okay, if you think I need to. And he just, you know, he said, I just don't feel solid. And they did the 3D, and, you know, she had breast cancer, early stages of breast cancer, and they did not even have to do chemo, no radiation, she is cancer free. They caught it so incredibly early. It was unbelievable. And I just had my mammogram, and I always have to do the 3D, and I'm glad it's local so that I'm not having to drive to Nashville to have it done. And it feels really, really good to know, without a doubt. I mean, you know, they're looking through 9 slices of
that you're healthy.
Yes, and you know for sure. And so, and it was an additional charge for me. My insurance did not cover it, but it was $51.
Well,
and so to me,
for your health,
for me to feel solid that I am perfectly fine, that was a well spent $51.
That's nothing for your health.
Oh, I was so grateful. And then we're having what's called Cards for Caring. I've taken over the Regional Volunteer Services piece, which I'm so excited about for St. Thomas Health. And what that means is we are looking for ways for us to give back to the community and for the community to give back to our patients. And this Cards for Caring campaign, we are partnering with Helen Selfsick, the artist that we were just talking about, and some of the local art teachers, where people can actually paint or draw cards for our patients across St. Thomas Health.
Wow, that's a neat thing.
And make get well cards for them. And you know, we know part of your health, your emotional health, is very important to give you hope, and that emotional well-being for healing has been proven to be very, very beneficial. And so you can't imagine, some of our patients have no family and they're there alone and they don't have visitors. And if it wasn't for our volunteers and for even that little card,
that little blessing that
they look at it over and over and over, and it makes them feel loved. So this has been a wonderful opportunity, and I just want to say thank you to our good-hearted community for stepping up and helping us us with this because we can't do it alone, and we appreciate your help.
Yeah, we love partnerships. I mean, that's what our community is about. There's so many people in our community just give back and partner, and one person can do a lot, but a community can do even more.
We have the best community for that. I never lack for volunteers. I never lack for people to say, how can I help?
Yeah. Well, you're a big help, Shan. You do a lot of things for the community.
Well, I learned from you, Kathy.
Well,
I learned from you.
You're helping with the healthier DeKalb, and stepped right up there. So
excited.
Yeah,
so many things. So we'll talk about that in January.
Lots of neat things going on in the community. So thank you, Shan.
Oh, my pleasure. Now, I'm going to sound like Suzanne here, and we're going to try to do this justice.
Yes, okay.
The Chamber wants to help promote your news or special event. So if we don't hear about it, we don't know about it.
You can't talk about it if you don't know.
That's right. So you want to call the Chamber at 615-597-4163, or you can email Suzanne at swilliams@DeKalbCountyChamber.org, and she'll help you spread the word. Oh, and we have breaking news.
Yes, a news release.
Breaking news. Thank you, Del Carroll.
Suzanne.
That came straight from Suzanne. She's here with us in spirit and by phone.
And she's still guiding us.
She said that for the Christmas on the Square, the community chorus is not going to be able to attend, so they will not be performing. So if you're coming out solely for them, I hate to disappoint you.
Yeah. But y'all can sing. Y'all can come and sing on the square.
Come and Christmas carol. Yes, we'll invite some churches out, and maybe they can carol for us. But we're disappointed. That's always a loss to not have them there with us. But lots of great things going on, so we'll see you there anyway. And we appreciate it. And until we see you for the new year, have a very Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.